So Microsoft had their 2024 Xbox showcase recently where they talked about some new Xbox console variations that I think are kind of dumb. So let's talk about it. So let's hop over here and just start by taking a look at the new consoles they announced. So we have an Xbox Series X Special Edition, which as you can see, it's flying through space. It's got some cool space graphics on it. It's green on the bottom. It's got a 2 terabyte SSD. Kind of cool. We also have a white Xbox Series X, which looks exactly the same, but there's a little trick to it. It's all digital. Has a 1 terabyte as well, I think. Yep, it does. And then next up, we have a Series S that's white, but 1 terabyte instead of 500 gigs. And that's basically the lineup here. And moving over to the article they published, basically says it comes in holiday 2024. You know, holiday is always the phrasing they use. You know, it's probably November, Black Friday kind of deal. And you can see they actually call the special edition a Galaxy Black. I do think it looks kind of cool. Let me just kind of scroll down here. And yeah, you can see the robot white here, just a standard white. It looks exactly the same as the original Series S. You've got your white Series X, which I think looks pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of cool to have a white variation, but of course the all digital thing, like that, we'll talk about that some more, but man, that's not cool. And next up, we've got our Special Edition Series X, which is pretty cool. At 2 terabytes, Galaxy Black. I do like the look of this thing. It's got like some splatter paint effect, actually very similar to the Halo Series X. Let me just show you that real quick. Yeah, so they might actually be reusing the same graphics here because they got this like paint splatter effect. Same thing on this one. It's very similar. And then actually my favorite part is the kind of the green on the bottom of the controller and the console here. But yeah, so they're just adding more to their lineup. The pricing is confusing. The whole lineup is even more confusing than it was before. But let's just go ahead and start from the top and just go to their website where they're actually advertising it. And you can see the first thing we have here is our all-digital robot white Xbox Series S. Now this is the one that came out in 2020 for $300, and for some reason it still retails for $300, even though you can find them for like 150, 200 bucks on sale. We also have the 1 terabyte all-digital carbon black console, which came out, I think, holiday 2023. This was a weird console because they added 500 gigs, which is kind of nice, but 50 extra bucks. And it just didn't really make sense because you could get the 512 Series S for like 200 bucks on sale. And then this is the new one they just added, which comes in holiday 2024, is the all-digital robot white 1 terabyte. So basically, extra 50 bucks, you get an extra 500 gigs. And again, just seems like a high price at this point since the Series S and Series X are just not selling well. You'd think they drop prices at this point, you know, 4 years later, but they're not. And then moving over to the Xbox Series X, this is where things get really weird. Now, first thing you'll notice here is this is our Xbox Series X. It's the disk drive one, the carbon black. This is the one that came out in 2020. It's actually retailing for $450 now on the website. But wait for this. Wait for a second. If I refresh the page, I think it actually dropped to $409 today. Nope. Wait, no, I definitely saw it. Hold on. What was going on here? All right, well, never mind. Earlier today, I saw on a different computer I was using, it was listed for $409.99, which must have been a pricing mistake, but they fixed it. But anyways, $450 for the original Xbox Series X, which again, you can find these on sale for $350 in the holidays. Next up, we have the all-digital one that they added that's white, and this is where things just kind of like start going downhill. It's like Xbox, Microsoft, what are you guys doing? Like, the Xbox lineup is just dumb. I mean, come on, look at this. The white's cool, but all digital for the exact same price as a disc version. Like, look at that, 450, 450, 450, 450, 450, 450, yeah, 450. So, I mean, unless they're gonna mark this down to 400, 350 when the holidays come around, then like, what's the point? Then next up, even more mind-blowing, is this disk drive Galaxy Black version, which is like 500, guys. There's nothing crazy about it. Like, does it have a cool sound when you boot up? Probably not, but maybe it does. I'll leave my judgment for when it actually comes out. But an extra terabyte for $100 extra? All right, let's do some math here. So first of all, let's say you buy a brand new Series X, the original one, for $450. You want to make it 2 terabytes, so you spend $150 on the expansion pack. And by the way, these things are outrageously priced. You can buy a 1 terabyte SSD for a PS5 for like 60, 70 bucks now, I think. So it's like half the price of this. Outrageous. But anyways, add 150 plus 450, you're at 600 bucks, which is the exact same price as this 2 terabyte one. So you're not saving any money by getting this. I guess it's a special edition. But again, like I said, you can buy the original Xbox Series X for like 350, 400 in the holidays because it just drops in price so much. They're trying to sell some units because these things just don't sell at all. Nobody's buying Xboxes. It's just like the whole lineup's mind blowing. And now we got confusing things. We got white. We got white Series X's, we got black Series X's, we got white Series S's and black Series S's. You're going to be confusing all the parents, the grandmas, the grandpas. They're trying to buy consoles. They're going to buy all digital, but the kid wanted a disc drive version. They just like, the lineup it's not, Xbox has been doing this since the Xbox One, where the lineup names and conventions and colors and stuff are just kind of odd. Like if you studied a little bit, if you're like watching this video, you probably know how to configure this and how to find the right type of console. But if you're just old Grandma Joe that's going to the store, going to Target just to buy a Series X or a Series S or whatever Xbox, they don't know what to pick up, and it's not obvious unless somebody breaks it down to you, explains where you're getting your value at. It's just a total Xbox thing, not surprising in the least bit, but disappointing. And now conversely, on the opposite side of things, hopping over here to the PlayStation website, you can see that they have it broken down, I'd say a bit easier than the Xbox. There's a white PS5 Slim digital, and there's a white PS5 Slim that has a disc drive on it. So for $400 and $450, and I just think at this point in time, anybody who's buying a new console for the most part, for these prices are going to buy a PS5 Slim. I mean, frankly, the PS5s are cheaper than the Xbox Series X, which is just wild to think about considering the console sales. I'm not going to say everything is perfect with PlayStation because their PS5 Slim I'm not a huge fan of. There's some issues there. The disc drive is removable, which is weird, but actually, I mean, it's better than, buying a white Series X and then later on being like, actually, I want a disc drive, and then you can't add it on because you just physically, it's just not an option. And, the whole situation is just disappointing to me because I'm a huge hardware fan. I love seeing different hardware variations. As you've seen from my channel, I'd make content on just hardware. It's just what I like to see. And, more variations means more options. There's just more things to choose from. And, back in the 360, you had the 360 Fat, you had the Slim, you had the E, and then the Xbox One, you had the Fat, you had the Slim, you had the Xbox One X. Even Sony had, PS3, PS3 Slim, PS3 Super Slim, same on the PS4. And then, even going further than that, this is the part that really makes me frustrated, is the whole special edition lineup. Like, guys, going back to the 360 and Xbox One days, there are so many special editions for the Xbox. Like, looking at this picture here, you have the Halo 3, you have Resident Evil, MW2, MW3, Gears of War, Halo Reach, the Star Wars. There are so many cool special editions. Even this, they had this random, one-off thing, this Simpsons movie one, which was really cool, but very, very rare. And then even the Xbox One had a ton of variations, like the Gears of War. They had Minecraft, they had different colors, they had, I forgot about the whole Cyberpunk one here. They had Battlefield 4. They have, what was this one? Oh yeah, Gears 5. They had just so many different variations. Even the Forza Horizon 5. They had this, I didn't even know this one existed, the Sunset Overdrive. They had so many variations. It's just cool. And now we get to the Series X, and the only special editions are this brand new one they announced, which is just speckles. It's not really a special edition, I'd call it. And then we have of course, the Halo Series X, which is very cool, but that's pretty much all we've had. We did have this random one-off SpongeBob one that they sold maybe 10 total of. I never got my hands on it because it's just not available anywhere. But yeah, the whole lineup is just disappointing to me. There's just less variations, less special editions. It's just I love that stuff, and it's just, I don't know, I'm one of those people that likes the hardware, I like the physical stuff, and it's just disappointing to see everything switching digital. It feels like in 5 years, the Xbox won't exist, and your Xbox will be built into your TV, and you'll turn on your controller, and it'll just connect to Game Pass and stream it from the cloud or something, which is I guess it's cool and slim and digital, but we're missing the hardware. And then compounding on the whole future of Xbox situation with hardware, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, or just Xbox stuff in the future. What is there going to be? And we got some answers from Phil Spencer yesterday, kind of. IGN did an interview with him where they asked him if there's going to be an Xbox handheld, and Phil Spencer kind of indicated that maybe they're working on something. He did say that playing games locally is really important on the Xbox handheld that does not yet exist. I'm really taking this whole thing with a grain of salt because we've seen what Xbox says in the news, and then we see what comes out. It's just night and day. But he did have this little tidbit in there where he says they're going to come out and talk more about the Xbox hardware and Xbox platform. He did say platforms, so I feel like that's a bad sign that he said platform instead of hardware. But I'll play a little clip for you right here.
But we will have a time to come out and talk more about platform.
Yeah, so he says we're going to come out and talk about more about the Xbox platform. So that's I'm interested to hear about that, but at the same time, it feels like he didn't say hardware. So I almost feel like they're not going to come out with more Xbox hardware, but more we're putting the Xbox on the TV, we're putting Xbox on your phone, just the whole cloud thing, and not really a slim Xbox or a Xbox Series Pro or anything like that. Just no cool variations that I love to see personally. But guys, let me know down below what you think about the new Xbox Series X combos, the new variations, whatever you want to call them. Do the prices make sense to you? Do the variations make sense to you? Does the future of Xbox sound good to you? I mean, where's the Xbox 720? That's all we want, man. Let's make it happen. Guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.